Welcome everybody to Connor Daily Podcast, presented by Lincoln Electric's welding experts. I hope you guys are having a good day for a stream, and this is our going to be our very first podcast. Just wanting to let you guys know that these podcasts will probably be coming out Saturday. I just got a Blue Yeti microphone just now, and let's get through this. Sorry, I have to turn down my volume right here. If you guys like these podcasts, please leave a thumbs up and stuff, and let's get started. Okay, so why I wanted to do this podcast is how to save money and also start a welding business. Now, how I learned to save money is whenever I was in high school at McKinney High School down in McKinney, Texas, I would, work a part-time job at a restaurant named Golden Chick. That's how I, whenever I first got my paycheck and stuff, I was like, okay, $300. Let's just start a bank account first and stuff, see how I do with my money. And my first paycheck, like every other stupid kid does, we basically just spend it all. And whenever I spend my very first paycheck, I'm like, where's all my money? Oh, I just spent it. So I was like, there's got to be a better way on managing my money. So I watched some videos on YouTube, and on how to save money, how to manage money and stuff. And these experts were like saying, like the ice cream thing. So how this method works is, let's say you go out to a grocery store and buy some ice cream, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have like one scoop for today, and you're like, that's it, I'm not having any more. Then you're like, oh, I want another scoop today on the same day they said you're not gonna have any. It's just like that ice cream scoop method. And how you save money is whenever you get paid, you were like, okay, what do I need? I need food. I need money to save my expenses, like my apartment or stuff. Well, let's say you guys are like living at home with your mom and dad, okay? And you're not even moved out yet. And you're like, oh, yeah, let's just spend all my money I can on stuff. So, for example, how I started looking at it is I would look at my check, look at it, and I would say, I'm gonna say, since if my check was like $300, I'll be okay, let's put $200 in savings, $100 just for expenses if I need to use it or not, because I also had a loan for like a gaming laptop and stuff. If you guys haven't seen that, it is in 2018 is whenever I got my very first gaming computer. And I would use that $100 for paying off my gaming laptop. And how I saw it was like, I was like $2,000, $100 each 2 weeks I got paid. Put that extra $200 into savings, because it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which is $1,000 you would save up. And I looked at my savings account, and I was saying to myself, you know what, Connor? You're doing pretty good for yourself. And I would, keep saving and saving until I got to maybe like 3,000 or whatever. And why I'm telling you this is because there's been friends that I used to graduate, that I went to high school with, that are graduated, and then they're saying to me, Connor, how did you save your money? And I'm like, I just saved it while I was working part-time at a restaurant on night shift. And every day, I would just put $200 into the savings account that came with a bank account, and I would just, go from there, and I was like, also during high school, I also bought my own transportation, which was like a $100 Walmart bike. And I was like, if this thing breaks down like the other people say it would, I would probably just know how to fix it, repair it and stuff. So that's what I did whenever it broke down. Now, how it broke down was the back tire, the rubber. So there's like, you know, the outer tire, you know, the rubber outer tire would be, you know, look good and stuff. But there's like this little, on the bottom of it, there's a fly. On the bottom of the, like on the inside of the tire rim, there would be this thing called the inner tube, is how those tires are filled up. There's a outer, what the heck did I just do? Hold on, what the heck did I just do? What in the heck did I just do? Hold on. I don't want Coach, I want Lincoln Electric. Sorry guys. So yeah, that's what I would do, was know how to fix my bike, know like how to fix my bike, keep that thing up and running until I saved up and bought myself my very first car. Now, I didn't buy my car. My mom had some money that she saved up from the time I was born through the time I graduated from high school. Now, she bought me a 2008 Hyundai Elantra, and this thing was just a stick shift 5-speed, had 140,000 miles on it, and it ran pretty good. And then paid for my own, driving school, like went to, like paid for my own classes for driving school, learned on that, and then like learned how to drive a stick. Now, the first time whenever I was trying to learn how to drive a stick, I was kind of nervous because I was like, I don't know what to do. But whenever I was little on the farm that I'm living on right now, that was my grandfather's, I would say to myself, it's just like driving the tractor. Because usually tractors have a clutch and a gear shift. And it's like, how some manual cars have, most of them have a gas pedal, but a tractor does not have a gas pedal, it just has a clutch. And then you would have like a gear shift to like, from like low gear, high gear, usually tractors can go like 21 miles an hour, and, they need to get across to like the fields and stuff. And that's how I kind of learned how to drive a stick. And, my mom taught me some more tricks on how to shift gears and stuff by putting, like, whenever you double clutch, you put it in neutral. Whenever you're turning, you put it into second gear so you don't tear up the transmission. And then you would put it back into like second gear, then third gear, then fourth gear. If you wanted to go on the highway, you go all the way to fifth gear. But why am I telling you this? That's how I kind of learned how to drive, save money and stuff. And then around the pandemic, during October of 2020, I was like, I have like enough saved up so I can move out and be up here on the farm. And then I would always, go to work, save my money, keep saving, keep on saving some more. And that's how I would do it. And also, think of it this way, guys. If I go onto a calculator, all right? That's a calendar. Sorry. No, I do not want that. If I go onto a calculator, let me show you guys something. Calculator, all right? So let's pull up this calculator. So let's say my paycheck is like 300, and I do fudge. Let's try that again. 300. Let's say I minus 200, put that into savings, I have like 100. Then, like, let's say, another 300 comes next week, which is 400, and that would do, plus another 300, and I would put that 600 into savings, and then I would save. So if you guys look up on the history, this is how much I would be saving. So 200, I don't know, hold on. So let's say the savings account is like 200, and you do add like another 200 with it on the savings account. That's 400. Plus, if you did another 200 on the savings account as well, you would get up to 600. Now let's say you did like 4 days and you got maybe 500, or not 500. Let's do like 500, and then you put probably maybe like 300 in there, and you could do 500. And then another 2 weeks, let's say you're doing probably 40 hours a week, probably be like 600. This is what I would do. This is the savings account, right? So let's say my check is probably $700-800. This is what I would do. I would put another $500 down, and I would have like 500. Put another $500 down, and maybe keep 200 in like checking and savings. See how like the savings account goes up? That's basically how I'm doing it now. I have like a budget on how to like save money and stuff. So if I'm just trying to give you guys some goals and stuff on like how to like save money, how to spend money, how you cannot get poor, or not have like $0 in your checking account all the time. And I know like rent is like crazy because of like housing, apartments and other stuff like that. So is gas. Gas is like $40 each time I have to go to I have to fill up like twice a week, which is like 40. So that's like $80. I'm going back and forth from Underwood, Iowa through Omaha, which is like 33 minutes from my job and stuff. And it's just so annoying. But if you guys listen onto the words I just said, you would be able to do this. Now let's say you're making $20 an hour and you're like, oh, I want to like save up for like a house. I mean, there's like this thing called Chime that I use for my savings, and I just put like $300 each week, and I get paid weekly. And it just it gives me whenever you save money, you guys have a advantage of like if something breaks down, your groceries, your repair costs, if it's your house, car, mortgage, car payment, insurance, bills, dude, like you can save up this much if you use like a method that I use. So you would probably just take like maybe like 20% out of your check and put that into savings, but at the same time it gives you like options so you don't be in a hole. So just trying to give you guys this option and like how to do that. And plus, if you guys also have credit cards, what I would do was use like 30%. Like whenever you get your very first credit card, guys, just use it for gas, and then your credit score will go up if you pay the whole thing off. Like let's say let's say your thing's up to like, let's say you get like a $600 limit, okay, and you use like $40 for gas and stuff, but like you get paid every 2 weeks. If you do like $80 and you pay the whole thing off, you'll get a better credit score, and then banks can trust you on loans and stuff. This is how I invested from becoming nothing to becoming a successor in the world. And also, if you guys get jobs that pay like $20 or $30 an hour, and you're either a forklift operator, construction worker, welder, plumber, job site supervisor, inspector, welding inspector, they are great paying jobs instead of working in the restaurant industry. And I've been working for Drake Williams Steel for 2 years now, and it's been just a good experience on like me working towards the goal that I want. And I'm just trying to give you guys this guide on how to save money, this and that. And plus, if you guys want to go to school and stuff, you could probably, you know, well, first get your foot into the door to like different steel shops, you know, do what they tell you, respect your bosses, you know, work really hard, you know, score a fortune, and be good with your bosses, your teammates, and make sure you guys are doing good. Plus, also, so also I put into this description as welders. So, in my opinion, like if I wanted to start my own mobile welding business, I would probably just build my own rig. How I would do that is what I would grab a small brand new Honda 630cc gas engine, mount 2 alternators that are going parallel from each other, and I would hook it onto the pulley system, and then put a 50 amp resistor in there for that welder. And I would also have a dial and some wires and a positive lead and a negative lead. And if you guys are like stick welding like mobile welders do, it's a very good advantage for you guys to start that. Now that if you start building your own welders, dude, that's great. Just like have the knowledge to do it, because welders are expensive now. They're like 11 grand plus another 10 on the tops. You know, I've seen mobile welders that are 23,000, like almost a car. And I'm in my mind like, if you're starting out small, I would either build my own, or buy just a basic one and do small jobs instead of bigger jobs. And then, you know, pay the customer maybe like 10% or 20%, and, you know, have your own small rig and set up, and, you know, invest in that and get some new equipment and be good to go. That's what I'm doing for these coming years, because there's farmers that, you know, can't really take their tractor into the shop since it's broken down and stuff. And then you would, you know, they're like, oh, what the heck? How can I fix this without sending this thing into the shop? And that's what mobile welders are for. That's what these engine drives are for. That's for the welding components and stuff. And, you know, it's just, you know, insane how, you know, we, as a community and stuff, we, you know, we're like, well, everything's gone up. Prices have gone up, and it's just been a total disaster through the prices of the market with like newer trucks, SUVs, all that. Everything's gone up, and it's like inflation is one big total hole into the ground is all I gotta say. And it's just been such a freaking annoyance. Every day I see prices go up. Like, you know, a price of meat was about like $20 in 2020. Now it's like $35 or $40 because of that. And it's just been such a freaking, you know, money gain, because inflation is such a, you know, a dirty thing, and it's just been such an annoyance. So if you guys like this podcast and stuff, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And this is Connor Daly, and I am out of this live stream. So 20 minutes on the dot,